Question 2. Fair spinner X has 8 equal sections. The sections are either red, blue, green or white. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually add up how many of each colour there are. So we've got the red and we've got 1, 2, 3 sections that are red. We've next got green. We've got 1, 2 greens. Blues, we've got 1, 2 blues, and white, we've got 1 left there. Now you can see as I've gone round, I've marked them all off to make sure I've counted them all correctly. I'm going to quickly total them up. 3, 5, 7. I've got 8 in total, so I know that my probability is out of 8. Now, part A, number 1, the spinner is spun. On which colour is it least likely to land? Well, it's least likely to land on white because there is only one section that is white. Part 2, write down the probability that the spinner lands on green. Give your answer in its simplest form. Now this is worth 2 marks, 1 for the probability and 1 for showing it in its simplest form. So the probability that you're going to land on green, as it says in the question there, is equal to 2 sections out of the total 8, which simplifies, because both numbers are even, they can both be divided by 2 to give us 1/4. So the answer is the probability that spinner lands on green is 1/4. Now 2 part B says fair spinner Y has 3 equal sections. It is certain to land on red. Label spinner Y. Well, if it's certain to spin and land on red, all 3 sections have to be red. That spinner is now certain that it's going to land on red because no other sections are any other colour. 2 part C, fair spinner Z has 10 equal sections. Label spinner Z so that it has the same 4 colours as spinner X, so they're going to be red, green, blue and white. White is less likely than on spinner X. Well, on spinner X, white was 1 out of 8. We've got 1 section here. So for it to be less likely on spinner Z, we need to just label 1 section white. So white is going to be 1 out of 10. So we satisfied this condition here. We satisfied the condition here. It has the same 4 colours as spinner X. White and green are equally likely on spinner Z. So if there's 1 white, there has to be 1 green. So 1 green is also 1 out of 10. Red and blue are equally likely on spinner Z. So the sections that are left, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections left. They need to be equally likely, split into 2. So we'll have red as 4 out of 10 and blue as 4 out of 10, which means that we're going to have red, 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 and then the 4 that are left here to be equally likely to these red will be blue, blue, blue and blue.